Hi everybody, this is Jen. I have a pen. I have several pens. I also have more pens. And we are going to continue exploring my collection today. We're going to roll for randomness and see what pens and ink we get today. We're going to discuss last week's pens and inks and generally just have a good time playing with ink and pens. So last week we had the Rotring Core, which I love. I mean, you can tell I love this pen. I have worn it down to the nub almost, at least the cap. And it still clicks though, which I love. And I had that with Sailor Urameku, the Kayukuya, and an XL nib, which kind of looks like a short stubby nib, but honestly, it's a great writer. It was my favorite of the week. Whoops, I can't spell the of the week. It was dependable, juicy, and reliable. It did not hard start on me ever. And I love this pen. This used to be my only pen, pretty much everyday carry. Loved it so much. Highly recommend we do again. And I think I wrote all of the ink out of it because I did use this in my year planner, my 3-year thing. Yeah, I pretty much wrote, there's like, what, a day's worth of ink left in there, if that. Yep. So I'm probably going to clean that out without guilt. And yeah, that was the Rotring Core. Yeah. And the next pen was the Lamy. The Lamy Charcoal with a 1.5 millimeter nib. I did have a problem with it always wanting to unscrew whenever I had it. I don't know how it did because I didn't use it that much. This was like my third favorite out of 3. So yeah, she didn't get much use, but also 1.5. It was very nice. But it's a little big. I did try to use it every day, like filling out my my food journal and my what I wore for the day, and it was doable, but I had to be very specific and concentrate on how to use it. I think I am going to leave this inked up and use it for headers because it is a beautiful ink. It shades so nicely in this big fat juicy nib, so I will keep it inked up. I mean, look at all that ink that just came down in that heart. I mean, look at that. That might be a problem. Yay. But still pretty. And I had all the murky greens and black this week. And this was my second favorite. The Kakano Transparent with, I think it's got a medium nib. And it had Japanese beach in it. And honestly, it was fantastic. This was my surprise. It almost overtook the Rotring. If I hadn't already committed to using that in the 3-year diary, I would have used this one because this smooth and buttery, and I think it's the best ink I've put in this pen. And I've had a lot of inks on this pen because this one, this one doesn't have a con. This one, I can take it to work, use it, uncap it, recap it. It's a great pen for every day because it is a snap cap. And other inks have been a little drier. This one has been really juicy and wet on every paper because this paper is the Clyde, Life Clyde paper. Yeah. But this, and also I had Tomoe River paper in my other notebook that's from fall of 24, which I think that means it's the Sansit paper. I'm not sure, but that is, it was also beautiful and buttery and smooth on that Tomoe River paper too. Just a really great writer. And I would totally use this again. This combo. Really great writer. And it makes me wonder how the other Kingdom Note inks would be in this pen. And maybe I'll try the ostrich fern in this. Or even the, oh, I'm going to get it wrong, the Sasakia Taranda. The purple one, purple butterfly. Would do this again. Would ink again. Absolutely would ink that again. And now it is time for the favorite part. And we get to roll for initiative. Well, no, roll for ink initiative. Roll for inks and pens. Okay. So where is my plotter paper? Where is it? I know it's in here. It was in here. No? No? Do you know what? I think they're all in my traveler's notebook. Ah ha ha. Yep, I think they are. Okay, I think we're good. Let's roll for pens first. Pens. Here we are with pens. You know what? We're gonna cheat. We're just gonna weight it down. Okay, so here we go. Pens. We got 50. Nope. We got 60. Nope. We got 60. Nope. We got 10. Okay. So in the tens, what are we going to get? I don't know. Ooh, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Jinhao Press 10 Beach. Okay. The beach gradient. And it is right here. It is, yeah, I can't really tell. That's supposed to be a little goldy and that's blue. Yeah, okay, I've got that one. And what is the next one? Another 10. The 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Black Forest Army Green. Hongdian M2 Black Forest Army Green. And now my old eyes can't really tell the difference. I got murky green and murky brown in the Hongdians. And I think this one's the green one. With the, this is the green one. And I think I have the blade nib on this one, which y'all, I Puffy Heart love so much. It wrote amazing straight out of the box. AliExpress, could not recommend more. Very good pen. Very happy with that pen. And my last pen, 8, nope, 3. So in the 30s. What are we at with the 30s? Number 2. 30, 1, 2. Ah, my Pro Gear Slim Purple Cosmos. We already had that one, so we're going to skip that one. We're still going to keep the 30, and we're going to go with another number, 4. So if that was 3, this is 4. My Pro Gear and Ocean with a broad nib. Oh, this was the top row of my pen box. See, here's my pen box, and here's the top row. I got my nice pens up here. Well, I got all kinds of pens up here, and also it's just ephemera, but here's my Pro Gear Ocean. Yeah, I am really pleased with this week's lineup of pens. This is amazing. Amazing. Okay, now we're gonna roll for ink. Actually, let's put these on this. Okay, now for ink. I am super excited, you guys, because usually I think I've only ever put Sailor 664, and one time I had a wild hair and I put Diamine Earl Grey in this pen. So I've only ever had teal and gray in this pen. So I'm curious to see what we get for that one. And how did that roll? It was this way. So that's how we're gonna put the inks in. First the beach, then the Hongdian, then the Sailor. Okay. Okay, so the first ink. Nope, it's 80s. 10. Okay. Oh, it's the very first ink. So Cuttlefish Brown. So we get Cuttlefish Brown in this one. Okay. The next one in the 20s, 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. We get Pannonia Midnight Morpho. I've had it in that pen. I didn't like it in that pen. I'm going to roll again because I don't like it. 29. That was 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh no. Oh, it's Studio 664 in the blade pen. Okay, we'll try that. So teal and brown. And the last one we're rolling for the sailor. That is 21. That was 23, 22, 21. So Pelikan, Olivine. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing. So we're doing the brown, the Cuttlefish brown, one of my favorite browns. Cuttlefish brown, this will be Cuttlefish brown. This will be Sailor 664. I spoke it up, y'all. And then this one will be, what did I say? Oh, I forgot. Oh, the Olivine, the Edelstein Olivine. Okay, we'll get that out. So we're gonna pause for a second while I get the inks out. We'll set up the page and I'll see you in a minute. And we're back. We have everything set up. We've got the inks. We've got our pens. We've got Crocmigator. We are ready to go. Okay, so the first is the peach pen with Anderillium, Cuttlefish brown. I don't know what that is. What is that? I don't know. It's fine. Okay. These bottles always make me nervous. I love that I can see everything, but I'm also worried I'm gonna dump ink everywhere. And ooh, she got crusty. Yeah, I don't like the crusty at all. And then the crusties that fall activate later, I think. Yep, don't like that. Okay, but we have this, we have this. Actually, I'm gonna fill this one up a little fuller than usual. Set that delicately off to one side. Actually, we're gonna put that in right here. Put that together. We're gonna dip, dip, dip all the way. Blot a little. Okay. Nope. You'd think I never put a pen back together. Okay. This was the first Jinhao that I got. My husband got it for me when I was super stoked about, I'd seen other people try it online. And I love, Coffee Heart love, my vanishing points so much. It's like, yeah, let's try it. 10 bucks versus like 100 and, at the time, 160? Sure. And it was pretty good. I was quite pleased with how it worked out. Even with, I did have to do the pen gangsta trick. Was that Vanessa? Do the trick of putting some silicone grease in there. See, look at that delicious rich brown. I think this was my first brown ink. I might be lying, it might have been Cafe des Îles. But the first one that I'm like, yes, I need that. And oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. And I keep getting more browns, wanting this brown when I already have it, which is pretty silly. Pretty gosh darn silly. Hopefully, hopefully this will write for me. This is Jinhao Press 10 Beach Gradient in a fine nib, because that is all they had at the time. And the ink is Anderillium, Cuttlefish, brown. Yeah, I like this one. This is not a bad, well, I love this ink, but this is not a bad match. It's pretty easy flowing. I wish it were a little broader. I wish I have a medium in this now, and I love the medium. But this is pretty gosh darn good. I'm not mad at that at all. Okay, and I've inked that one, or capped that ink. It is capped. The next one is the Hongdian Black Forest M2 with Sealer Ink Studio 664. Let us do that. And this one, I think this one I will also do I'll do it by syringe. Yep, okay. You'd think I'd have 6 syringes, but I only have I have 3. I can only find 1. I can only find the 1. Okay. No, 664. Yeah, I think I'm about a third of the halfway down this one. I'm pretty far down. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm farther down than I think in that one. And I will do how much in this one? Let's see. Oh, looks like we're doing that looks good. A fuller fill. Okay, here's the nib. And let me dip it in just to get it started. Could have pushed it through, but I don't like doing that so much. I feel like it just runs out the feed, or runs through the one thing. It doesn't actually spread out. I think this gives it a better chance to spread out. I have no testing to back up that feeling. It's just my vibe. That's just what I feel. That's what I believe. Okay, so you can percolate together. Oh, I'm super excited about this one. I love this pen. I love this pen. It is a great little pen. Great pen. Oh, that was fun. Great little pen. Okay. There, that's inked. Not worrying about that. Yay, woo. Oh, look how pretty that is. That's going to pixelate nicely on the paper, and it's going to be a joy to write with. This is going to be an amazing pair. Amazing. I have no doubt at all it's going to be nice. Okay. I can do that here in a second. This pen. These are some of the few pens that I do post. I do post this one. What are we? Hongdian M2 Black Forest with a blade. I think it's supposed to be thinner than thicker. It's kind of marginal here. This does show off some nice shading when you write with it. It is pretty amazing. I forgot to do the ink. I forgot the ink. We'll do that here in a second. Let me finish this row of stuff. I forgot that one at the top. Oh, look at that. That is juicy, juicy. Okay, the ink. Sure, I can spell ink. Although I think now it's actually like finally come in. Sailor Ink Studio 664. Yeah, I love this. Love this. This might even be a little too wet and juicy for this pen, but I don't care. It's going to be amazing. Just got to make sure to have blotting paper when I use this. Yeah, so that's the Hongdian Black Forest with Sailor Ink Studio 664. Nope, we get that one. Now, my second Sailor, the Ocean. I got this one from Gold Spot. I think the first year that I heard, see, look how well that matches. Look how well that matches, you guys. Oh my gosh. But it was the first time I'd heard of the Don't Miss the Boat, the Sailor Sale, the September Sailor, Don't Miss the Boat Sale. First time I'd heard about it. I saw it, I think at the time on Anderson pens, and saw Brian Anderson had like the King of Pen in this color, and I was like, oh my god, that's gorgeous. And then I saw it on sale in a broad nib, Gold Spot, and I was like, yes please. And I don't know how I convinced my husband to let me get it, but I got it. Yay! Here's the beautiful pen. And we are doing I'm All Prepared, and I forgot to get the ink out. Here's the ink. Pelikan, Edelstein, Olivine. Where's it? I think it's on there somewhere. I can't see it. I think I've confessed this many times, but this was not my favorite ink color when I got it. Is that it? Yeah. So much so, I think right before I started using it in my my Jinhao, I've got it in my matcha one, I was contemplating selling it or breaking it up for ink samples. Oop, that was a little too much. That's okay. Little too much. No big. We'll use it, I'm sure. But then I tried it in the matcha and it matched phenomenally, and it also wrote phenomenally. Probably didn't hurt that I use that pen every day. Yeah, I think not this year, maybe next year. I think I'll be looking at a King of Pen, because this is a gorgeous pen. I love it so much. Okay, love it so much, but I would like I've discovered with the Maker pens that I do like a girthier pen, and this, I love this style. I love the finials. I love the flat top. I love silver trim. Silver trim. But I would like bigger. And we'll get there. Nope, I can't do that yet. We need to do this. Okay, we got plenty there. Okay. Okay, so I can cap that so I don't. Somebody out there, someone was yelling, cap your ink. Y'all, for all the purples that I have, the past 2 weeks have been all about murky greens. What is up with that? And brown. Brown, black. Neutrals and greens. Seriously. I have, I think, either half or slightly over half my ink collection is purple, and the past 6 have been 4 greens and 2 neutrals. What the actual heck? That is really pretty though. I'm glad I kept it because it did end up very, very pretty. This is the, oh, look at that, Sailor Pro Gear in Ocean with a broad nib. Puffy Heart, love this pen. Oh my gosh, this pen is amazing. And the ink is I love the feedback. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's amazing. Just enough to let you know it's there, but the broad lays down enough ink that it's all smooth and buttery. Edelstein, Olivine. I think this, when people talk about writing with fountain pens, this is the feeling you're looking for with this pen. For me, this is amazing. I want every pen to write like this, and I think I have 3 pens that write like this. But I want butter and glassy. Well, actually take that back. When I want butter and glassy, this is what I want. Like, you know, we're smooth and feedbacky. If I want like business, I want the writer's blood in my stub vanishing point. So yeah, there's different moods and different feels, I guess. Fair. I shouldn't say all pens should write like this. Some pens should write like this. And I'm glad I've got one. Yay. Okay, so that is my Sailor Procure Ocean with Pelikan Olivine in there. These are the pens for the week. I am pretty excited by these pens. Hopefully, I will come back to you next week with a glowing report on all 3 of these, and that is what I have for you today. So, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thanks for being my pen friend. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and we'll see you next time. See you, love you, bye.